Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If it's your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is and if you have been here already, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to show you how I created this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. This has been my go-to makeup look for the last couple of weeks. It is actually full coverage. I do think it kind of gives you a natural effect because I'm not wearing a lot of product on the eyes, which just makes it appear a bit more natural, even though it's not really, because I'm wearing a full coverage foundation and actually a lot of products. But yeah, this has been my favorite look for the last couple of weeks and I cannot wait to share this makeup look with you all. I'm gonna show you every step, all the products I used, so let's just get started. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy. So of course I'm starting with a bare face. I have already applied the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base because I always shower in the morning and my skin feels really dry afterwards. So I directly apply this. So that's what kind of making my skin look glowy right now. Then the next step, I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which is such a beautiful product. I have been using it now for a few months and I'm using it in the color 3, which is called light medium. And I just use the applicator and just apply a little bit of that on the cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and that's actually all the places that I apply it. Also, this is totally random, but my boyfriend just dyed my hair. You can still see some of the dye on my face. Just ignore it. I know it looks a little bit crazy, but I'm kind of trying to hide it with my hair, but it looks so weird. So what I'm gonna do is start with my eyebrows, but before I go in with any product, I first always use a little bit of concealer, and today I'll be using the Jouer Cosmetics High Coverage Concealer, and I'm using it in the shade Creme Brulee. Normally I always use the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape one, but the shade that I always use, I completely run out of that one. So what I'm gonna do is apply a few dots like around my inner corner area, and then a few dots on top of my eyebrow, both of them of course, and then also a little bit around this area, the outer end of my eyelid. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to apply my brow products, and after I do my eyebrows I want to apply foundation, but I don't want to go like too close to the eyebrow because that will mess up the eyebrow. So I make sure that I already have like a little bit of concealer around this area, so that way I don't have to apply foundation like really near close to my eyebrow. To buff that in, I'm taking my Real Techniques, what is the name, buffing brush, and I'm going to buff it into my face. Now this concealer is a bit more yellow than my natural skin color, but I always use fake tan on my body, which also looks a bit more yellow than my skin. So I kind of want to match up my foundation, so the reason that this is a lot more yellow, it doesn't really matter because at the end you're not going to see that anymore. So I know this looks a little bit crazy, but don't worry, it's gonna look a lot more better, I promise. I'm gonna take the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit, taking the spoolie side and brushing my brow hairs upwards. So on all the places where I feel like I could have a little bit more hair, like I have some empty spots, I'm going to apply a little bit of the pencil to make my brows appear more fuller. Now next I'm going to take a little bit more of that Jouer concealer, applying a little bit of that on the back of my hand, like that, and then taking a concealer brush, dipping it into the concealer and using that to kind of like clean up the under area. So the brows are done for now. I am going in with some brow gel at the end of do my whole face. I just don't see the point of applying brow gel before applying powder on my face because the powder will stuck into the brow gel. So that's what I do at the end of everything. But now the next step is I'm gonna take a Smooth and Protect primer only for in the T-zone. The one that I'm using is by Nars. And I'm just gonna apply like a really tiny amount. You can see how much I'm using. Then I'm gonna warm it up on the back of my hand. I don't know why, but I always see people do that. I think it's gonna make it melt better into the skin, I'm not sure. I'm gonna use it for in the T-zone because, like I said earlier, my T-zone gets oily during the day. And I feel like this makes it less oily, and it also smooths the skin. It makes my pores less visible. And it also has a SPF 50, which is amazing, especially now it's becoming more sunny outside. When the primer is set all nicely, I'm going to use the Nars Cosmetics Longwear Radiant Foundation in the shade Stromboli. I apply it on the back of my hand and then I take my fingers and apply it directly onto the face. And I have to say, I do apply a lot of foundation. I love full coverage. And then I take the Real Techniques buffer brush again, which I used earlier, and I'm going to buff it into the skin. Then now next I'm going in again with the Jouer Cosmetics High Coverage Concealer, which was in the color Creme Brulee. I'm gonna apply this underneath the eye area. A little bit on my chin, on my nose. And then to blend it in, I'm gonna take this beauty sponge from e.l.f. Cosmetics and I'm going to blend it in. So I'm now letting this set for a minute and I'm just gonna drink my smoothie, which my boyfriend just made for me. So delicious. Now to set my face, I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, my all-time favorite. I have been using it for many years and just gonna take some product out. And then using my beauty sponge in there. I'm actually gonna set my whole face, but I always start with most product on the places where I used concealer. So that's the chin, underneath the eyes. And then I also apply a little bit underneath my jawline. And then with the leftover powder on my brush, I'm just gonna press it all over my skin. Just gonna make sure that my foundation is kind of going to be like locked in place. I feel like it makes my foundation more long wearing. Everything is nice and set right now, so now I'm gonna take the Hoola bronzer from Benefit Cosmetics with a Makeup Studio 03 brush. Let me remove the clips. I'm taking this mineralized skin finish powder from MAC in the color Medium Deep. I'm taking this Makeup Studio 01 brush. And this is what I'm going to use for the forehead. I just feel like it looks a little bit more natural. I think the Hoola bronzer is perfect for contouring because it has more of a ashy undertone. But for my forehead, it just makes it look muddy. So I prefer like a bronzer with a little bit more of a warmer undertone. So it looks more sun-kissed. And then with whatever is left on my brush, I'm just gonna blend it on my body. The next, I'm gonna take a big fluffy blending brush. This one is the Morphe & Jaclyn Hill G830. Using the same bronzer and blending that in the crease area. So now I'm gonna curl the lashes with a lash curler from Tweezerman. Then for my mascara, I'm gonna use the new Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara, which I have already tried before, and it's incredible. It just makes my lashes super long. It doesn't make them clumpy. It just does what I want it to do. So the mascara is now on. Now it's time for blush, which is one of my favorite steps. I'm taking the Rimmel London Maxi Blush in the color Sweet Cheeks and mixing a little bit of the Bobbi Brown Pale Pink and kind of like get a combination of both of them. I'm taking this brush, which is from Zoeva. It's the 127, and I start with my brush in the pink one, the Bobbi Brown blush, and then dipping it in the Sweet Cheeks blush from Rimmel, and then going back in with the pink one, and then again going in with the peachy one and blending it on the cheeks. Then now for the final step, it's time for lips. I'm actually not gonna apply any highlighter on my face today because I just feel like it makes my skin look worse. I have a lot of texture lately because I stopped taking birth control and it just made me break out like crazy. At the moment, my skin is actually pretty decent. I don't have a lot of breakouts, but just because I haven't worn a lot of highlighter lately because of the breakouts, I just started liking no highlighter, if that makes sense. I did apply the Charlotte Tilbury one at the beginning, as you could see me doing, which I do think gives me a really subtle glow right here and on the forehead. But I just think that's enough. I don't need any more glow. So yeah, I'm just keeping it this way. Now if you recreate this eye look and I'm so used to saying that. If you recreate this makeup look and you do want to add some glow, of course, go ahead. Do whatever you think looks good on your skin. But yeah, I'm just keeping it this way. So now I'm going to take the Strip Down Lip Pencil from MAC Cosmetics, which is one of my favorites. And I'm going to use this to line my lips. Then for my lip color, I'm going to take the Let's Cuddle liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors, applying it on the back of my hand, and then taking a tiny blending brush. This is actually a super old one from Makeup Geek. It's not available anymore, but you can use any tiny blending brush that you have. And I'm going to blend it into the lips. And then I'm going in with another product, and this one is also by Dose of Colors in the color Excitement. I think it's from their Mint collection. It's like a really fresh pinky color, and using a little bit in the center. It just creates that really cute pink freshness on the lips, which I really like. I used to always do this trick back in the days when I worked at a makeup store. And then this is the final result. I really hope you all like how it turned out. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try it, or let me know what your ride or die everyday makeup product is. Maybe there's like one product that you always wear no matter what. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. And yeah, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!